This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life. Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. Past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap.
But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you, and you. What up, though, Janet J? Good to see you, my friend. I hope all is well with you, and hello to everybody coming in. Woo, we got a lot to talk about. We have a lot of destinations to get to this evening. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 destinations for you all this evening. Oh, Lord, I gotta tell you. There's a lot going on here this evening. Yes, indeed. So the first destination that we're going to get started with is LAMH. I have seen the news that people have been talking about, is this the end of LAMH? And I'm just like, I guess y'all must have forgot my 5 statements. Because I've been calling this thing for about a year. And we're going to talk about it, okay, from the jump. So get ready for that, okay? Get ready for that, okay? So we're going to talk about that from the jump. Then there is a sad update. There was supposed to be a Princess Tiana series coming to Disney Plus. Like I said, there was supposed to be a Princess Tiana series coming to Disney Plus. We'll get into that. A lot going on at ABC and the Bachelor franchise. We'll get into that. You saw the Universal Epic Universe. You know I am a theme park nerd, and we have been covering anything and everything of Universal Epic Universe. And there is some news that you need to know about that. Stacy Rusch, as you guys know, we covered it Monday night, the part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion with Stacy allegedly paying TJ. Well, Stacy has responded. We'll get into that. Ochocinco is available to work, but will he be able to work the way that he thinks he can? I'm going to advocate for it. Watch how I do it. Donkey has something to say about Shrek 5. Oh, buddy, wait till we get there. And then finally, Woody R. and Amani A. from Married at First Sight have achieved a major accomplishment. So, with that being said, let's get this show started, because higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Yes, indeed. Let me take that. Let's kind of get through here. You see the virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So let's get started. Now, if everybody remembers, right, I want everybody to go back some months, right? We're talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville from the top of the show. Everybody can just remember for a time period, right? If everybody could just put themselves in that time period. Remember when Carlos King said on Messy Monday that there's more Love and Marriage Huntsville? Remember when he said that, right? Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing he said was at the end of the reunion, he said, we'll see you next season. And then third thing, shout out to our good friend Miss T, like, comment, share, subscribe to that beautiful sister there. Carlos King allegedly said the only way that he's going to cover Love and Marriage Huntsville is if it gets on the air. Do y'all remember those 3 things that happened with Carlos King? Because I do. I've been saying my 5 statements for a while now. By the time season 7 comes on TV, it's going to be season 8 on YouTube. There's something coming down the line that ain't nobody knowing about. Social media and the show are about to clash in a way that we've never seen. That season poster looked like a final season poster. All will be revealed was not chosen as the statement by accident. So, you know what I decided to do? I decided to pull up OWN's press room. Now, of course, this is live in real time, so here it is here. That is the latest press release. OWN's The Never Ever Mets returns with a dynamic new season as couples take their online relationships into the real world, uncovering surprising secrets about their partners. That new season's premiere Friday, April 4th at 7 Central, only on Only Here. #. a collective. There's On for the Holidays. The last press release was October 10th, 2024. Okay. So we're going to do our live checks right now. We're going to go to OWN's Instagram. Let's go to OWN's Instagram here. And let's just see, right? Because this is how you know. This is how you know. As it loads up here. So here it is here. Top 3 pinned posts. Never ever met family and fiance ready to love. This is the last post here. 7 hours ago. About ready to love. Yeah. Here's the never ever mets. Right here. And then here is family or fiance. There it is. Now let's check out on Keeping It Real. Let's check out their unscripted, right? This is all live, by the way. I have not done anything to any of these accounts because I don't have access to them. 5 weeks ago, that was the last post about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now we check out Carlos King. Right here. Now, I'm not going to click his story because I don't really give a damn about it. But here it is here. This is the last post right here as he sat down with Regina Carter. And he limited the comments here. Do you see any posts about Love and Marriage Huntsville being renewed? I'm guessing this is a best friend. Yep, that's a best friend of his. But yeah, I'm not seeing any Love and Marriage Huntsville, guys. Just keeping it a buck with y'all. Just keeping it a buck with y'all. So, like I said, if you understand the moves that are being made, you'll understand what's in front of you. Now, for Carlos King to say on Messy Monday that more Love and Marriage Huntsville is coming, then to say at part 3 of the reunion, and then to say the only way it will come back, the only way he's covering it is if it comes back on the air, and nothing has come out at all. I'm just saying. Just keeping it a buck with y'all. And by the way, let me type in deadline. Right here. So this is Deadline, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Here is the last article right here from Deadline. Right here. Right here. OWN orders more Love and Marriage Huntsville and Detroit and sets DC return. This came out December 14th of 2023. Right here. OWN has more of the Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise on the way for 2024. It did not say a multi-season renewal because Deadline and Variety are usually the 2 places that usually give out news about renewals. Variety gave out the date for Ready to Love, First Time Buyers Club, and the Never Ever Mets was through an OWN press release. So, just keeping it a buck with y'all. I don't see it coming back. I really don't. Like I said, until a press release is out, until it's posted on one of the Instagrams, it's not official. So I haven't seen anything yet, and y'all know I am the media nerd of social media. Okay. All right. So let's roll on, shall we? Because we do have more virtual tour live coming up right from the space right here. right now. From the Hollywood Reporter, rather, Tiana Disney Plus series shelved as Walt Disney Animation abandons long-form streaming content. This is an exclusive from the Hollywood Reporter. This came out yesterday. First announced in 2020, the Disney Plus show was envisioned as a musical featuring Anika Noni Rose reprising her role as Tiana, Disney's first Black princess from The Princess and the Frog. Walt Disney Animation Studios has officially pulled the plug on its Tiana Princess series as it abandons making long-form content for streaming, the Hollywood Reporter has learned. A spokesperson confirmed that there will be some layoffs in its Vancouver studio, Vancouver, Canada, as a result of this shift in business strategy. In addition to the Tiana series, the studio is also scrapping an unannounced feature-length project that was set to go straight to Disney Plus. Tiana was first announced in December of 2020 and was envisioned as a musical featuring Anika Noni Rose reprising her role as Tiana from the 2009 film The Princess and the Frog, the film centering on Disney's first Black princess. Sources close to the streaming series say that despite best efforts, including several changes to the creative team, Tiana ultimately could not get to where it needs to be, rather to be given production costs. Still, The Princess and the Frog remains a key property for the company, as Tiana is one of Disney's canon princesses. Last year, the Splash Mountain attraction was revamped at both Disney U.S. parks and transformed into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. A lot of people believe that Splash Mountain should not have been rethemed because Splash Mountain was an original idea from Tony Baxter. Reutilizing characters from a controversial film, and not to mention it was actually called Splash Mountain because there was an actual splash. And from what I'm hearing, the animatronics in Tiana's Bayou Adventure normally doesn't work, and also too, it doesn't really have that thrill factor. And I appreciate the theme park fans for giving context to this, because when I first heard it, heard the commentary for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, people were calling it Broccoli Mountain. And it was because of the concept art. The concept art was this big, grand, Tiana's dreams do come true in New Orleans type of energy. By the way, hashtag Happy Mardi Gras. To the people down in New Orleans, Louisiana. Yes, indeed. Let my tongue roulette, let the good times roll, baby, or New Orleans. Yes, indeed. They're celebrating right now. And by the way, if you're at Universal Orlando Resort, they have been celebrating Mardi Gras all month long. February, March. I think it ends in March, maybe extends to April. Don't quote me, but you can celebrate Mardi Gras, Universal Orlando Resort, and the floats that you'll see in the Mardi Gras parade. Universal Orlando has worked with the same production company that makes the floats in New Orleans for over 30 years. So shout out to Universal Orlando for respecting the culture. The animation studio is said to be developing a separate short-form special inspired by The Princess and the Frog, which is currently in early development. Though details of the project remain under wraps, it's expected to feature all new storytelling based on the 2009 film, with Joy Sherry attached as director and Steve Anderson also directing. The decision to shelve Tiana and the unannounced Disney Plus movie follows last year's news that Pixar will no longer prioritize developing long-form episodic content after the release of Dream Productions and went on news on Disney Plus. During the pandemic, some Disney executives, including them CEO Bob Chapek, pressed its various film silos to make original content for Disney Plus in order to grow subscribers. Walt Disney's Animation's Moana 2 was originally conceived as an animated series before being reimagined as a theatrical release. The decision that paid off in spades and led to a $1 billion plus run at the global box office. It debuts on March 12th on Disney Plus, where also is expected to generate huge numbers. The first Moana, released in 2016, became a cult classic with kids and was the most watched streaming movie in 2024 according to Nielsen. That, alongside the $1.7 billion earned by Pixar's Inside Out 2, the biggest movie of 2024, proved that its theatrical prove that theatrical is its animation's greatest strength. Insiders say that Walt Disney Animation remains committed to releasing one theatrical film per year in addition to other shorts and special projects. Zootopia 2 is slated for release on November 26th, with the studio's new chief creative officer, Jared Bush, tapped to direct and write, with Disney vet Brian Howard also directing. An unannounced feature is scheduled for November 2026, while the third installment in the blockbuster Frozen franchise is set for November 2027. Short form is wildly popular on streaming Bluey, which Disney Plus license was the most watched show in the US last year, according to Nielsen. Disney's animation past short form streaming projects include the Emmy Award-winning Zootopia Plus and Baymax series. So you mean to tell me that Frozen's getting a third movie, but we can't get Tiana series? Oh my Lord, gee, nobody cares about Olaf and Elsa, and no one cares. That damn movie's so annoying. Do you want to have a stream of consciousness? I am going to try to be calm because obviously, the animators on Frozen, they did not try to get rid of Tiana, and everybody in the cast did a great job. It's just the fact of, is this because of DEI, or did y'all not really feel like it's quality because you announced it in 2020, right? And it's just like, I don't know what it is, but Tiana keeps getting moved as a goalpost for Disney. Like, she's a canon princess, but yet she's not being treasured, revered, and respected. And not to mention, too, y'all are Disney. Y'all struggling for money? Is that what it is? I just can't do it. I just can't do it because I was actually looking forward to watching this. I really, really was. And it's like, what do y'all need? Do y'all need like better recording studios? Did Anika Nani Rose ask for more money? Which she deserves all the bags, because Tiana put y'all on the map as having diversity. Finally, in the words of The Rock, finally Disney got some diversity. But here's the thing, though, like, long form content is trending more and more. Like, it's trending more on YouTube. So if you would have put it on there, you have a community, a social media community that would have probably reviewed this in spades. But it's just, but you're going to make a Frozen 3 that nobody asked for. I mean, nobody asked for it. Just, fucking idiots at Disney. Just sick. Zootopia's coming. Y'all know y'all doing Zootopia because of Sing from Illumination, right? I see the moves that y'all are doing. Don't play in my face. Okay. We're good. We're good. And we're good. I know Disney is like, damn, what did we do to Braylon? This story deserved to be told. It deserved to be told. It deserved to be told. And I have not watched Family or Fiance, but I've heard very interesting things about that show. So yes, indeed, breakfast for dinner sounds really, really good, my friend. All right, y'all, more Virtual Tour Live. Brainley's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. Check this out. This is from deadline.com. From the world of The Bachelor, inside the toxic culture of the Bachelor franchise as crew exits, as crew deals with fallout of Bachelorette pause and extent of executive producers' exits revealed. This came out February 21st, 2025. So right here, exclusive. Jen Tran, star of the last season of The Bachelorette, was in tears, her mother sitting yards away as she watched footage of her proposing to Devin Strider on ABC's After the Final Rose live finale. The engagement had worked out was over before Tran was forced to relive that day along Strider. It was a decision that former Bachelor star Ben Higgins called cruel and unnecessary. Do I have a choice? Tran as host Jesse Palmer as he teed up footage. It seems she didn't. The decision to air the footage was made by Claire Freeland, who serves as showrunner and executive producer of the Bachelor franchise alongside Bennett Gabriel. Claire made that decision to put her in that position and air that proposal on live television. One former producer said producers were screaming at them in the booth to stop and were ignored. They say she was falling apart. You know why Freeland did it? Because it was her idea, the producer said. Warner Brothers TV, which produces the show via its Warner Brothers Unscripted Television and Warner Horizon Visions, denies this allegation and said the studio network and Tran agreed with the plan. Tran's story highlights the current behind-the-scenes state of Bachelor Nation, which came to a head earlier last week when the majority of production staff were axed as a result of ABC's and Warner Brothers Television on TV's decision to pause The Bachelorette. Speaking with Deadline prior to the layoffs described by one source as a bloodbath, a dozen current and former crew members claim that Freeland and Gabriel have run a toxic and hostile environment where only their ideas are accepted and others are want to step in line or else be asked to leave. Freeland and Gabriel denied these allegations. Well, I mean, listen. All we really need is some video or some audio. And I'm sure that there's some current or former crew member that has some video audio of y'all doing that. My clients are well-respected professionals with a long history in this business. They are frankly stunned and sad by some of the things they are hearing now for the first time. Michael Weston, counsel for Claire Freeman and Ben Gabriel, told Deadline in a statement. The Bachelor universe, which is responsible for around 700 episodes of television since Alex McHale became the first to search for love on the show in 2002, has seen its fair share of controversies in its 20 plus years on air. It has previously been criticized for a lack of racial diversity. Longtime host Chris Harrison stepped down after comments he made regarding contestant Rachel Cocon's attendance at Antebellum Plantation-themed fraternity formal. Bachelor in Paradise had to halt production on season 4 due to allegations of misconduct during filming. So there was Corinne Olympios and hang on, let me bring them up because I want to make sure that I get right. Corinne Olympios. So there was a sex scandal on Bachelor in Paradise. Yeah, so we're gonna play that now. If it wants to play.
Monday's episode of the highly anticipated 2-night Bachelor in Paradise premiere shed light on what led up to the show's shutdown. First, the ABC reality series traveled back in time to
the one and only Botox Cosmetic, FDA approved for over 20 years. Book a consultation at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Weeks to the first day of Paradise, before the sexual encounter between Demario Jackson and Corinne Olympios, two contestants who had been drinking, that nearly derailed the show. Warner Brothers Television concluded that no misconduct took place, which is why the season resumed filming. The episode ended up being Bachelor in Paradise's highest-rated premiere ever. We got to meet the contestants, learn that Robbie has embraced social media influencer as his title, and hear that Ben Z really misses his dogs. But the biggest question heading into the show was exactly how much of the footage of Demario and Corinne would be shown. Warning, spoilers ahead. Well, we got to see both Demario and Corinne arrive in paradise, with the latter telling the show's host that she was single, something she would contradict later. According to one of the other contestants, it only took 30 minutes for Corinne to jump into the pool with Demario. Both contestants appeared to be happy spending time together, but they left the pool to say goodbye to the show's resident bartender, Jorge, along with the rest of the cast. By nightfall, as some contestants headed off camp for one-on-one dates, one contestant was drunkenly slurring his words and a couple were making out in the hot tub, but none of those contestants were Corinne and Demario. As promised ahead of time by Warner Brothers Television, footage of their actual encounter on night one was never shown. The next morning, on the second day of Paradise, Corinne and Demario were shown eating breakfast together side by side, cut to later that night ahead of the Elimination Rose ceremony, and the pair still appeared to be getting along as Corinne said she and Demario were homies. However, she told Vinny that he would be the guy getting her rose, not Demario. Shortly after, Corinne was surprised when a producer asked to steal her away for a minute. A producer then approached Demario and said that they needed to speak in private. As producers were shown taking over the set, one cameraman said cut it, as the crew put their cameras down, but the cast was still mic'd. We heard one of the female contestants say, "I'm thinking something happened with Demario on the first night," leaving us with a cliffhanger for Tuesday's episode, where host Chris Harrison will sit down with the cast when they return to Paradise to discuss what happened, the new rules that were put in place behind the scenes, and the topic of consent. Next week, ABC will air interviews with both Corinne and Demario. The Senior Vice President of Alternative Series at ABC, Robert Mills, said will answer any remaining questions. For more Bachelor in Paradise coverage, check out THR.com. And Bachelor Nation, I have to hear from you. What did you think about Monday's episode, and what are you looking forward to on Tuesday's episode? Be sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comments. I'm Tiffany Taylor for The Hollywood Reporter News.
Thank you, Tiffany Taylor, for that, my friend. So, yeah. So let's get into this here. Like I said, if you understand the moves that are being made, you will understand what's going on in front of you. So this came out on June 26 of 2017. Demario Jackson continues recalling his side of the story. This is an exclusive from E! News. It says here, Bachelor in Paradise, Demario Jackson details graphic sexual encounter with Corinne Olympios. The former Bachelorette contestant sat down with E! News' Melanie Bromley for an exclusive 3-part, 2-night interview to discuss what happened with Corinne Olympios while filming Bachelor in Paradise. As BIP fans already know, filming for the show was postponed while Warner Bros. Launched an internal investigation into a sexual encounter between Demario and Corinne on the first day of production. I was thinking internal because of internal investigation. The word I just read, or the words I just read of the last sentence here. The encounter led two producers to file misconduct complaints, questioning whether Corinne was able to give consent. Warner Bros. Has already cleared the show and its producers of any misconduct, and now Demario, who already admit how the controversy has greatly affected him and his family, is opening up about what he remembers those first few days. That night was probably one of the wildest nights of my entire life. He told us of the first night of filming like we went for it. He explained that he was nervous coming into the whole experience, considering the reputation he gained after The Bachelorette. In case you missed it, a woman showed up to greet Demario and Rachel Lindsay on the show, claiming she was his girlfriend. However, Demario says it was all set up. It was crazy from the last season with the fake girlfriend. He told us I was the villain for this straight up, so I was nervous. I was sweating coming into Bachelor in Paradise. Demario said he immediately found a homie in Corinne, as she was also defined as a villain on her season of The Bachelor with Nick Vial. Our first real conversation was at the bar. He said of me and her, we were hanging out and we're kind of complimenting each other on being villains. I was like, look, I've accepted this role. We were just kind of laughing like, oh, we're about to dominate Paradise, like homie stuff, like really, really like friends. And then, we started to have a bit more fun and had a few drinks. He admitted that they took a couple of shots and things started heating up between them. From the bar scene, it got a little hot and heavy. He admitted she got in my arms and we started making out at the bar. He said that she wrapped her legs around him and continued. I was like, hell yeah, I'm down for it. I don't think any single man, so Mary once wouldn't turn down Corinne. She's a beautiful woman. I mean, she's cute, but not my cup of tea. But hey, cute and fine and pretty is now the beholder. But let's keep going. He said he didn't think Corinne seemed drunk at all at that point, as the whole group had really just started mingling and hanging out. She's like, let's go to the pool, let's hang out. He continued, it's crazy because when you're a man, mostly African-American man, no matter where you're at, you're always looking for things that can help you out. At that moment, I made sure that the cameras followed us. It just seemed too perfect in a sense for me. At that point, that's when my spidey senses got up. When they got to the pool, DeMario said Corinne was the one who made the moves. We were kissing, rubbing, touching, nothing too sexual. Yet he recalled things got wild because it was more her being the aggressor, which was sexy. When you have a very attractive girl tell you what she wants, it was like a very, wow, okay, this is hot. This is very, I like it. He admitted that they had taken off their bathing suits at that point. And when he got up at the pool, he said Corinne sexually advanced toward him, suggesting that she wanted ice cream. Good Lord Jesus. I'm cloaking it for YouTube standards, okay? Listen. I get out of the pool, I have my legs wrapped around the pool. I'm just hanging out. This is when she gets up at the pool and puts her lady parts right on my face. He said, I don't even know if I can say that. After confirming the ice cream, he continued, she shrouded me like put her literally smack dab right there, put his palm to his face. I'm like, oh ish. DeMario admitted that he had heard about Corinne hooking up with 3 other men that night. While he did see her kiss Phil, he said he did not personally see the other 2. The next morning, DeMario said everyone woke up very hungover, recounting the wild night, and Corinne was one of the first people he saw. We were talking, I gave her a hug. He said we all went up and got breakfast together. He continued, she wasn't mad. We were hanging out. I actually offered her a shot, and she said that production had cut her off from drinking for the day. After filming resumed for 3 days, producer pulled DeMario aside to inform him there was an issue. He goes, here's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to bow out. Tell Chris Harrison and the crew that you love them, you're thankful. However, you know you're not there for the right reasons. DeMario's recalled one producer's conversation with him, and I'm like, what the uck? Straight up, he goes, I can't tell you what I know, but it's going to be bad if you don't leave here at night. DeMario admitted at that point that he did not know what happened and was very confused. He and the rest of the cast headed home shortly thereafter. And in the end, Warner Brothers found that footage did not support any misconduct allegations. In fact, the filming for the new season just resumed in Mexico during this time, though DeMario did not return. Our internal investigation, conducted with the assistance of an outside law firm, has now been completed out of respect for the privacy interests of those involved. We do not intend to release the videotape of the incident, the Warner Bros. Statement read in part. We can say, however, that the tape does not support any charge of misconduct by a cast member, nor does the tape show contradictory to many press reports that the safety of any cast member was ever in jeopardy. Still, Corinne and her legal team plan on moving forward and pursuing a separate investigation of their own. It needs to be made crystal clear that production of Bachelor in Paradise was shut down because of multiple complaints received from Bachelor in Paradise producers, BIP, and crew members on set. It was not shut down due to any complaint filed by Corinne against anyone. Her attorney, Marty Singer, said in a statement last week, it comes as no surprise that Warner Bros., as a result of its own internal investigation, will state that there is no wrongdoing that had occurred. Our investigation will continue based on new multiple witnesses coming forward, revealing what they saw and heard. As for DeMario, he says he still struggles daily with the repercussions, mostly because of the way it affected his family. It was stressful for me, mostly my mother. He shared with us during the interview, it's hard to see your mom cry every single day. It was very difficult. He continued, my dad, he kept me extremely strong and kept me grounded and humble, but to have your mom cry every day for something that you did not do. To hear more emotional confessions from DeMario Jackson about the Bachelor in Paradise scandal, watch our 3-part interview airing Monday and Tuesday night at 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. only on E! News. So that is the incident that that happened back then in 2016. And then of course, or 2017, sorry. And then of course, Corinne Olympios apologized to Mario Jackson. I'm sorry that you had to go through this. Olympio sat down with host Chris Harrison to discuss the sex scandal that halted production on season 4 of Bachelor in Paradise. This comes just from People Magazine, People.com. Right here, for the first time, Corinne Olympios is willingly giving her side of the story. During Tuesday's episode of Bachelor in Paradise, the 24-year-old sat down with Chris Harrison right here. I won't be able to play it because of copyright reasons, obviously. The 24-year-old sat down with Chris Harrison to discuss the sex scandal between her and Mario Jackson, which caused a halt in production earlier this summer, how the aftermath affected her and how she's planning to move on. I would love for everyone to have a better understanding of me and my side. Olympios told Harrison, I'm doing a lot better. It was hard for me. It was really just a rough time for my family. My mom came out and is staying with me. I'm better. In June, production on season 4 was temporarily suspended after 2 show producers voiced their concerns after a sexual encounter between Olympios and Jackson was caught on camera. Warner Brothers initiated an investigation of the alleged misconduct. All the contestants were sent home, and Olympios and Jackson both retained legal counsel. I'm a victim and has spent the last week trying to make sense of what happened on June 4th. Although I have little memory of that night, something bad obviously took place, which I understand is why production on the show has now been suspended, and a producer on the show has filed a complaint against production. Olympios says, sticking to People Magazine, People.com. After receiving backlash from Bachelor Nation fans and former co-stars, Olympios clarified a few things, including what she meant by calling herself a victim. At that point in time, I saw myself as a victim of having something this serious happen to you and have the media paint you in a certain way that you know you aren't, and having all these people make their judgments and comments and they don't even know what happened or went on. He exclusively tells people in that week's issue, that's why I'm a victim of. I never meant that I was a victim of DeMario. I strongly believe he had no bad intentions at all. It was all good. It was unfortunate. No one really knew how toxicated I actually was at the time. And I believe that nobody knew that it was nobody's fault. I was a victim of not really knowing what happened at the time. We were just really trying to get to the bottom of everything. I'm really happy that this is finally coming to an end, she adds. Last week, Jackson had a similar opportunity opened up to Chris Harrison about his struggles post-scandal. This is Mario Jackson point of view here. It was difficult because I know who I am, Jackson said. I know I'm not the monster that they try and portray me on TV. Like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, you go high. It was hard to go high. I had to do it because I train and mentor children. I can't tell them to be something that I'm not. That's what kept me going. And great family, friends, school teachers, people at the gym. It was just crazy to see the response from them. My castmates, Alexis, Raven, and I think I FaceTime Taylor every single day. There was so much love. I was extremely humbled. And there is Mario Jackson with Chris Harrison on the Bachelor in Paradise After Paradise special. While Olympios continues to move forward, she can't help but reflect on what she took from this whole experience. With something like this, you can't help but learn a lot about yourself. She says, I really learned a lot about myself. I need to be more aware of my body and the medicines I put in my body. I just need to be more aware of my surroundings. Olympios said that she was taking a medication that reacted negatively with her alcohol consumption, prompting a severe blackout. I drank a little too much when I was on medication, she says. I should have been drinking that much and mixing different alcohols. The only regret I have is letting myself drink too much. That's it. She adds, it was unfortunate, but you know what? I'm going to know I have to move past it. Though she has not spoken to Jackson since production has been suspended, she wishes him nothing but the best. I will want to tell him, listen, I respect you as a human being. She told Harrison, I have nothing against you. I'm so sorry you had to go through this. I know what it feels like. I'm sorry. Bachelor in Paradise aired Mondays and Tuesdays during that time at 8/7 Central only on ABC. Now, that you understand all that, let's get back to our article here. Drew, former segment producer Becky Bean Hawk, sued producers for sexual harassment, and creator Mike Fleiss exited in 2023 after an investigation over workplace misconduct allegations. Fleiss has never publicly commented on the investigation, but it seems controversy has not left the rose ceremony. Following Fleiss's exit, the show elevated 3 people to run the franchise: Freeland, who previously ran The Bachelor in Canada, Gardner, who had worked on the franchise since 2008, and Jason Elrich, who had been involved in the show for over 20 years. The hope was that trio could usher in a new phase for the reality universe to move forward after the enormity of its creator's exit. A trio of other producers, Cole Woods, Peter Geist, and Louis Karnick, who oversaw the franchise on a day-to-day basis, also departed after Freeland, Grabber, Cabrera, and Elrich took over. Woods and Karnick, who spent more than 15 years working on the franchise, are understood to have left after season 9 of Bachelor in Paradise, which premiered in September 2023. At the time of their departure, they are understood to have engaged lawyer Brian Freeman, who previously negotiated Chris Harrison's exit from the show. Freeman did not respond to deadline. Geist, who spent over 10 years in the franchise, starting with Bachelor Pad in 2012, left after season 20 of The Bachelorette, which premiered in June of 2023. These departures had previously not been made public. Meanwhile, the trio of Freeland, Garbrainer, and Elrich didn't last long. Deadline understands that Elrich left after overseeing The Golden Bachelor, which culminated with its live wedding episode in January 2024. Sequentially, sources have told Deadline that Freeland and Garber have run the franchise with fear. Members of the crew have recounted incidents of verbal and mental abuse, mind games, and a lack of communication from the show's remaining leaders. When Mike Fleiss left, there was a sigh of relief. Never did we think that 2 of the people that would take over make us wish that he was still here, one crew member told Deadline. Warner Brothers Television Group is currently looking into complaints it has received since Deadline first made inquiries about production of the franchise. A spokesperson told Deadline, "We take a healthy workplace culture and safe production environment incredibly seriously, which is why in recent years we've made meaningful improvements to our on-set policies and practices. We are committed in conjunction with ABC to continue evolving the way the Bachelor franchise productions operate so that our employees and cast feel comfortable and heard." Days after Deadline revealed the Bachelorette would skip his summer cycle, came another bombshell moment for staffers. On February 12th, staff assigned to work on the Bachelorette were told that they would not be returning to the franchise, news that caused shockwaves throughout the crew. It's not clear how many people were impacted, but these shows generally rather have a crew of north of 200 people. Staff that are currently still working on The Bachelor, including the specials that follow a season of the flagship show, which for The Bachelor, like Grant Ellis season is on right now, that usually includes the Women Tell All and After the Final Rose. For The Bachelorette, it will be the Men Tell All and the After the Final Rose live special. Sometimes it's taped as well. Will continue until their responsibilities end. Some staff may, of course, return to the franchise. Meanwhile, Bachelor in Paradise will have a majority new crew when it goes into production later this year under the leadership of new showrunner Scott Teddy. Paradise, which shoots in Mexico, has traditionally had a similar crew to The Bachelor and Bachelorette, apart from 3 to 4 people, one source said. But some had already been informed before this that they may not be asked back, include Ken Fuchs, who has directed hundreds of hours of the Bachelor franchise, and Ken Fuchs has also worked on Family Feud with Steve Harvey. Warner Brothers TV insiders, however, insist that Fuchs, who is directing The Bachelor's Women Tell All special next month, remains an active part of the franchise. The last 2 years, or particularly the last 6 months, have just been incredibly hostile, rather toxic and horrible, one crew member told Deadline. Is a dumpster fire right now, added another. Some of the departures have been down to budgetary issues. As with all long-running unscripted shows, costs are being cut, and that has an effect on staffing. But staffers suggest that there's more to this than just money. Sources have said that showrunners Freeland and Cabrera have passive-aggressively criticized the work of people who have produced the show for many years and have ignored senior members of the production team. They sit behind their closed doors. They don't walk around the office. They don't talk to people when they're on set. They sit with each other. They don't talk to the staff. It's bizarre. I've never seen such horrendous leadership, another former producer told Deadline. The most surprising thing of it all is the silent toxicity, added another crew member. Everyone thought that it was just happening to their department. It was only a few months ago when we realized it was happening to all of us. There's also the suggestion that if workers don't step in line, they will be let go. And crew members said the feeling was that rather they should just be grateful to be working at a time where getting another job is difficult. They want to push people to the extreme so that they can bring in their own regime, one source said. They don't outright treat people poorly. It's not obvious, added another source. They don't scream at people. It's more than everything they do. It's more than that. Everything they do, rather, is secretive and passive-aggressive, and they know that they're doing it to affect people. A third source said that Freeland and Cabrera come late to every meeting because they want to keep people waiting. They have this weird language between the two of them. There's no collaboration, no direction. They sit behind closed doors. People are excommunicated from meetings that they've been in for 20 plus years. It's hard to explain because they're not screaming, the source added. Freeland Cabrera's counsel, Winston, said, to be clear, in the 2 years they have been running the Bachelor franchise, no one has ever complained to them or even implied that they were behind anything other than being professional. The fact is that they were tasked specifically to change the creative direction of the franchise. Change does not come easy, and as always, when there is change, some will be resistant and have a desire to return to old ways and old patterns. Clearly, some of these individuals have struggled to grasp this new direction, and the process have misinterpreted my client's good intentions. After Fleitz's departure, Warner Horizon implemented new procedures and standards of conduct for the franchise. One studio insider said that many entrenched crew members preferred the status quo and voiced objections to changes, blaming the producers for new policies put in place by the studio. The source added that various crew members have been disgruntled and felt that they should have been hired for the showrunner role instead of bringing in someone from the outside. Freeland and Cabrera's relationship with the staff has been questioned, with many saying that they don't know the crew. This culminated in a situation where during the first night of filming season 28, The Bachelor, where staffers were asked to wear name tags. I've been here a long time. We've never worn name tags before, said one source. But it didn't surprise me because there were showrunners who never showed up. They really were always behind the screen or in the offices, so they never really taken the time to get to know people. The studio insider told Deadline while crew wear physical lanyard credentials during live shows, such as after the final rose, they do not typically wear them during episodic production. But Freeland and Cabrera asked them to wear name tags for the first night of production to get to know people better and break the ice with the new staff joining the show. In addressing allegations of toxic work environment on the Bachelor franchise run by his clients, Winston referred to the recent scrapping of the Bachelorette's 2025 season. He said, with the Bachelorette being put on pause, staff and crew are inevitably and understandably upset when my clients feel badly, especially in this trying time for the industry and everyone who works in it. This should not take away from the positive changes my clients have brought to the franchise. To even suggest that my clients were somehow resistant to other points of view, acted secretly and or abusively, or threatened anyone's job is apparently false and frankly absurd. My clients will happily listen to any and all points of view. But at the end of the day, my clients are the ones with a new positive vision for the production. And there are many, many people in this industry and franchise ready, willing, and able to attest to their creativity, professionalism, and vision. Television production can be a grueling and exhausting profession. With one positive that multiple crew members mentioned is an improvement in hours since Freeland and Cabrera took over. One thing that was horrible when I started here was the hours they used to work. There's like 100 hours a week. said one source who has worked on the show for many years, but it has gotten much better. Freeland and Byrne do have some supporters on staff. After Deadline got in touch with Warner Brothers TV or Television about the production environment of the Bachelor shows, we were sent 8 testimonials from staffers. One said that their experience with the pair has been positive. They're receptive to feedback, forward thinking, and genuinely want the show to grow. The staffer said, I found them open to change and be willing to think about how to innovate and make the show fresh. By the time working with them, they have been consistently professional and easy to work with. Another crew member said that they have been nothing short of professional, fair, and kind. I've never seen them raise their voices, behave inappropriately, or humiliate anyone. They have been consistently iniquitous and inclusive throughout their tenure, a welcoming change for the franchise. After many years of working on this production, Claire and Bennett have brought real positive change to the work environment and the Bachelor franchise and the worker. A third producer said their experience with Bennett Gibberner as a boss has been exceptional. He's always treated me with respect and kindness. I can say the same regarding Claire Freeland. Another producer hired by Freeland and Berner added, for the most part, this team is made up of smart, creative, talented industry professionals eager to embrace change and keep the Bachelor brand alive. There is a smaller fraction of franchise veterans that feel entitled to their place on the series and see change as a real threat. I would suggest that the latter have become complacent after years of constant renewals. This is how we've always done it, won't cut it anymore. For some, this is a very hard pill to swallow, and Claire and Bennett have become the scapegoats for those who are no longer able to fly on the radar. Others have questioned their hiring practices. Jody Baskerville, who was promoted to become the franchise's first Black executive producer in 2021, left in early 2024. She worked on the story side of the post-production division of the Bachelor universe. Bakersville did not respond to a request for comment. 7 months and 2 show cycles after her departure, the studio hired Michael Margolius and Keely Booth. Margolius and Booth previously worked on the Canadian version of Bachelor in Paradise, a show Freeland previously ran. The problem? Margolius is Freeland's husband and Booth an old friend. So that's what we would call nepotism, ladies and gentlemen. Warner Brothers has formal conflict of interest processes in place, as well as protocols to be followed if hired. The company said that formal process occurred and that the pair do not report to Freeland. The hope for everyone involved is that The Bachelor can remain a hit franchise. It remains one of ABC's signature shows, spawning off new spinoffs all the time. Such as The Golden Bachelor and The Golden Bachelorette all the time. Also, too, listen to your heart as well. There was Bachelor Pad, The Bachelor, What Your Games. I have helped people fall in love. I've been to their weddings. I have seen their babies concluded. One crew member for me is more than just a job. That's why it's so hard for me to see this kind of stuff. Whoo, my Lord. My Lord, dang, breakfast for dinner was a good idea. We don't do it often, but it was delicious. That is awesome sauce. First of all, as you see, 119 comments. So a lot going on here. I want to bring up a trailer for you. So here it is right here. So I want to bring up this shot.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, nice. People are gonna hate her. Action.
All of those crazy entrances, that is just for the show.
Ladies, I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you. Cheers. Someone told me that you like to ride.
There's nothing better than the feeling of a powerful animal between your legs.
No. Too much, all right? It's episode 1.
Hey.
Cut! That's garbage. I can't do anything with that. Go fix it now. I want cat fights, nudity, 911 calls. Starve our villain Brittany until she is mean like a pit bull. What? Now we got a show.
Quinn promised me it'd be different this season.
What was so offensive that you needed to flee?
Did you see that circus?
Am I the old desperate one?
He would never hurt you.
How many do you have to sleep with?
These women are not your hookers.
She knows what she signed up for. They all do, people. This is 2 dudes in a locker room. Get me someone else now.
She even offends me.
Subject 21 was in the psych ward twice.
He's about to dump you.
You lied to me.
Oh, crap.
You all deserve to burn in hell. Take her down. Now that's a good bitch.
It's gonna be good TV, just trust me.
So if you don't know what that show is, that show that was on Lifetime is called Unreal. It goes behind the scenes of a dating show called Everlasting. Now, the person that created this show, wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Like I said, if you understand the moves being made, you'll understand what's in front of you. So Unreal right here is an American drama series that premiered on Lifetime on June 1st, 2025. It starred Shirley Appleby as a young reality television producer pushed by her unscrupulous boss, Constance Zimmer, or known as Quinn, to swallow her integrity and to do anything it takes to drum up scandalous content for their dating reality show, Everlasting. It was on Lifetime for a very long time, for 3 seasons before it went to Hulu for the 4th season. Producer Rachel Goldberg, who is played by Shirley Appleby, returns to Everlasting, a popular dating show, after a breakdown with a reputation to rebuild. And executive producer Quinn King breathing down her neck. Rachel must pull out all the stops in what she does best, manipulating the contestants to create outrageous drama that viewers expect. Now, I want you to see this, okay? This woman name is Sarah Shapiro, okay? So right here, her career. After college, Shapiro interned at Kristen Van Schoen's production company, Killer Films, and then worked for David LaChapelle as a studio manager. In 2002, affected by the events of the September 11th attacks and wanting to be close to her family, Shapiro moved to Los Angeles, California. In Los Angeles, Shapiro found work on the reality television show or TV show High School Reunion, unknowingly signing a contract with a production company that allowed them to move her to different shows at their discretion, which committed Shapiro to unlimited renewable options for perpetuity. Shapiro will eventually become a producer on the Bachelor TV franchise, a role she strongly disliked, but would play an essential part to her career. She worked on the show for 4 seasons over the course of 2 years, going from associate producer to field producer. So she created a drama based on her experience at The Bachelor. So you see how all this is interconnected. There are some more clips here about Unreal. So here we go here.
I'm committed to honesty.
No lies. Is that really what you thought your problem was? Lying? Everlasting is about to be canceled for real. I need you. It's gonna be a great season. Let's do this. Action already.
She's hot, smart, but single.
Let's get this sausage party started. I thought women were dramatic.
From this moment forward, the only rules are the rules that I make. I don't think she's got it anymore. She's smart. We can't handle her the same way. I don't trust you as far as I can punt you.
If she's not feeling it, we make her feel it.
Make some drama, and I need it now.
Do your damn job.
You crossed a line.
Oh, suddenly there's a line?
It's a little things in life.
Yeah, you saw that.
She always protects the star.
No, she always protects the show.
And panty drop.
He's black, and you want him dating white girls.
20 million viewers the minute he lays hands on white ass. Or I can just get you another small-dicked white boy from Missouri with a bunch of horny kindergarten teachers because nobody's bored by that.
Here's some more intel about Unreal.
Okay, here we go. You get cash bonuses for nudity. 911 calls. Get that out of my face. Cat fight. We are selling true love here. True love, people.
Welcome to Everlasting.
Let's get this party started. That is an entrance.
Her husband was physically abusive. Use it.
I'm just sick of being a manipulative bitch.
Leave your conscience at the door. I need your head in the game. Get me some good TV. I need a kiss on the stage.
I want dripping panties and I want it hot.
I want you to do it in front of the other girls.
He's gonna pick me.
I would like to see somebody deserving one.
Yes, have a good show, everybody. The crazier, the better.
I'm not gonna put you in any kind of situation where you can get hurt. I promise.
I'm getting a little tired of being told what I can and can't do.
It takes an iron spine to do this job.
I will make it ratings gold.
Cut!
We need a medic.
We're back on the air. Time to celebrate, bitches.
He's black, and you want him dating white girls.
20 million viewers the minute he lays hands on white ass. Or I can just get you another small-dicked white boy from Missouri with a bunch of horny kindergarten teachers because nobody's bored by that.
So, if you want to know a little bit more of the behind the scenes of The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, or reality TV in general, you can watch Unreal for free on Tubi, okay? Now, of course, I'm not going to read 119 comments because that's a lot, but we will go through some of them. Like I said, my opinion on this destination before we get to the comments, I do believe something in the Kool-Aid is not sweet. Deadline is probably one of the top tier, if not the top tier, of platforms in media and entertainment that when they do a deep dive, they cover their ass and they cover other people's ass to make sure that all the sources are congruent, current, and in synergy. So I do believe that, you know, as they say, giants do fall, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Who would be your dream showrunner? Well, whoever flies fired, I'm guessing it's the people that hired the boys. If flights didn't want them, that's reason enough for me, but they have the guts to stand up to them. That shows morality. That shows the morality that the show needs after all this toxicity. Oh, help. Okay. As a longtime employee, I've witnessed significant changes since the departure of Brooke Carson and Kevin Force in their leadership set a high standard. I truly believe that many of the current challenges would not have risen under their watch. One of the biggest concerns is the shift in hiring compensation strategies. The new Warner Bros. Discovery model seems to prioritize cost cutting over experience, with seasoned employees being let go and being replaced by lower paid staff. I've heard of instances of employees taking pay cuts just to stay on board for upcoming projects. Additionally, many longtime employees who have worked on multiple shows simultaneously for a single paycheck are not expected to accept pilot or new show rates. These changes not only undervalue dedicated employees, but also impact the quality of work and morale. Leadership at both Warner Bros. Discovery and among showrunners needs to improve. There's no disconnect between management and staff, and these decisions are being made without considering the long-term effects of those who have been integral to the company's success. I hope to see a shift to stronger, more transparent leadership that acknowledges the value of its employees. Change is necessary. I believe addressing these issues head on will benefit both the company and its people. Oh, Lord Jesus. This comment says it all. Sadly, transparency is not how Dan and Bridget like to operate. They are extremely difficult to work with. What a shame that the legend Mike Darnell is there. What's missing here is leadership. Mike Darnell would never let this happen. His loyalty was unmatched. Just being real, my 20 plus years experience in this industry, network executives aren't generally aware of day-to-day production or in post-production. So it's doubtful Rob Mills would have been aware of the lack of talent, planning, and leadership at the top, or at least he wasn't aware until recently. As a testament to the staff that continue to deliver a great show despite budget and staff cuts. More importantly, being hamstrung and led in the wrong direction consistently since the new regime took over. If you happen to read this, Rob, please know you've had a lot of really talented, hardworking people who gave of themselves, their health, and their families to keep a show that they love rolling and popular for a very long time. There is clear delineation in time where things start going poorly. This is all true. Health insurance is also being taken away from all these crew members. Warner Bros. has made sure of it. Worse than not caring about their employees, they're actively trying to ruin people's livelihoods. Warner Bros. Needs to have been so oblivious over the last year and attempts to fire everybody, replace them with people who are cheaper and have less power to advocate against abuses. Bennett and Claire abuse the people who have worked so hard for them to only be virtually blindsided at their whim. Warner is silent on all this, and no one has heard a word of condolences or been provided resources for them. We all found out from the previous article that the work we were relying on was not happening. We all would have looked for work in January had we known that there was some chance the show would not be picked up. They have known this, and now everyone is left hanging with other shows already staffed up. At a managerial level, they are also very bad at their jobs, rather rarely make the right decisions. It's not a secret amongst all departments that they do not provide answers and important information and kept important information rather to themselves. They operate on keeping everyone in the dark until the last minute, and they prey on the fact that it's a bad time in the industry and use it as the crew and production people to be quiet and grateful to the beyond them, saying that Warner has proven and shown that they do not care and will support them at the cost of people with families who work so hard to make this show. That was just the first page. I can only imagine the other comments. Ooh, that leads us to this one. Michael Marigos and Keely Booth resign amid controversy around the dating franchise. My Lord Jesus, there's more change within the Bachelor universe. Deadline understands that co-executive producers Michael Marigos and Keely Booth, the ones that got because of nepotism, have exited the ABC dating franchise. It comes amid challenging circumstances behind the scenes of the Warner Bros. TV produced show and its spinoffs. Last month, Deadline revealed The Bachelorette has been paused for its traditional 2025 cycle, leading to a slew of crew members losing their jobs in the franchise. Consequently, a dozen current and former producers on the franchise accused showrunners and executive producers Claire Freeland and Bennett Gabriel of running a toxic and hostile environment, the pair deny. Marigos and Booth, who worked on the post-production side of the franchise, were not impacted by the recent exodus, but resigned at the end of last week. Deadline understands that Warner Bros. TV did not solicit their resignations. Marigos is Freeland's husband. He and Booth joined the franchise last year before working on the ABC version of The Bachelor. The pair previously worked on the Canadian version of Bachelor in Paradise, a show Freeland previously ran. Marigos was the series director of the Canadian versions of The Bachelor, Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise, and has also directed shows including Border Security, Canadian's Frontline Lover, Listed Vancouver, and hashtag the cats _meowing. Booth was the showrunner of Bachelor in Paradise in Canada and a senior story producer on the Canadian version of The Bachelor, as well as an executive producer of The Liquidator, as well as the executive producer of The Cats Meowing. The Cats _meowing. The Bachelor starring Grant Ellis is currently in season 29, airing Monday nights at 8/7 Central, only on ABC. 6 comments, let's read them. Oh my lord, the longtime watchers of Bachelor Nation have all been calling for the firing of all producers. There's too much manufactured drama. It seems as though the contestants are encouraged to misbehave to gain more airtime. The dates are becoming increasingly formulaic. Bungee jumping and skydiving, and those concerts generally known by unknown country musicians with fireworks. The 2 golden shows were much better. We saw actual friendships develop, although many of the dates were still based in the 50s rather than the actual dating era of people 60s and 70s. Normally I am of the if you don't like it, just don't watch mentality, and don't like it when someone calls for the cancellation of something just because they don't like it. But I think with all of the airtime ABC could free up, if they would just dump this entire garbage franchise. Being a parent of a contestant on one of these shows and watching the manipulation disgusted me. Am I surprised to read this article? Yes and no. The entire concept is toxic and evil. Fire the EPs. It's just rearranging deck chairs in hell. They're just cutting costs. This is a nasty show, from the casting to the editing. My Lord Jesus, a lot going on in the world of the Bachelor universe, Bachelor Nation, that is. We're going to take a little commercial break, and when we come back, we have Universal's Epic Universe, Stacy Rusch, Chad Ochocinco, Donkey, and Woody R, and Amani A. We have a lot more tour to go. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor. Drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Sweet boy, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you were found. I come from Memphis. celebration. We all we got. I'll see that. Don't you leave here to go for happiness. I want you to leave here to show that.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Loving you right back. Welcome back into Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. Let me recap the show for you up to this point because a lot has went down. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Is it coming back? Is it not? So far, no press release from the Oprah Winfrey Network to say the show has been renewed. On that front, I saw the news, and once again, y'all, nothing. There was supposed to be a Disney Plus series of Princess Tiana that has been officially scrapped, but there will be some there'll be a short form project rather of Princess Tiana. And trouble for Bachelor Nation. I just got done reading a very extensive article about Bachelor Nation and the inner workings of that reality show. And my Lord Jesus, there is a lot going down. So will Bachelor be around? Will Bachelorette? Well, the Bachelorette is on pause. Apparently, Bachelor in Paradise will be filming later this year in Mexico. But does this mean that ABC has some work to do? I believe so. Because to read all of that, something the Kool-Aid ain't sweet. And you do have to sign an NDA when you're on that show. I think it lasts about a year. So just imagine all the NDAs that have washed away. And I wonder something. Let me see here. I wonder something. I just wonder something. So here it is here. The most dramatic podcast ever. So as you can see here, I'm not seeing that he is talking about the scandal, but this is the most dramatic podcast ever from Chris Harrison. But from what I'm seeing,
at T-Mobile, our critical mission is providing unparalleled.
This is not Chris Harrison's podcast. That's the Misspelling podcast. So does Chris Harrison not have a podcast anymore? It's Amy and TJ. Because this is just compilation. But I'm not seeing Chris Harrison. Interesting. Thought he would be talking about it. All right, y'all. Let's roll on. More Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. From Universal Parks News today. Some Epic Universe news for you. Universal Orlando confirms new attractions in development for all parks, including Epic Universe. A new YouTube video entitled Get Ready for Universal Epic Universe and Beyond, shared by Universal Orlando Resort, highlights Epic Universe, which opens May 22nd, 2025. Here is that video. Let me pause it here. Get it up. Zoom in. Here we go.
It's an incredible thing to be a part of somebody's vacation. In so many ways, our parks and our resorts are just such a natural way to get people to feel a deep sense of connection. These are memories that they will have for their whole lives. Universal Orlando has always been a family vacation destination.
Over the past 35 years, we've grown to a fully developed, integrated resort destination comprised of multiple theme parks, hotels, city walk, everything you could possibly imagine to spend your entire week to create a full vacation destination.
Epic Universe is going to be a game changer in terms of how much time that people are going to want to spend here, where they don't have to think about anything, but they get to feel everything.
Epic Universe is a whole new kind of theme park. We're creating these 5 immersive worlds.
Each one of them an amazing, compelling storytelling experience.
It's not just opening Epic. The entire resort has something new. 4 theme parks, 11 hotels. Everything is there for you.
It's taking the things that we've done particularly well and making it even better, and then introducing new stories, new technology.
We push every boundary possible. You can be transported to a place that you've only dreamed.
We're fired up by change. We thrive on change. And by going to Universal Orlando Resort, you get the total experience.
In so many ways, our history, our present, and our future is the same. What we're always striving for is making people feel something very human and very connected. Whether it's fear or joy or awe, we want to give that to them. There are already so many things in the works now. We have a slate of new attractions that were already in development for every one of our parks. We're already planning for the next thing, Epic.
It fits with our ethos of making the next thing we do better than the last thing we did.
This park, which has for years been ours, and then all of a sudden the park is open and it's not our park anymore.
There is such joy that something you have wished for your whole life or only dreamed of actually becomes a reality.
We are bigger and better than we've ever been before. Even though Epic feels a little bit like a finale, it really isn't. There's so much more to do and so many more stories to tell.
There it is, everybody. I gotta tell you, to the marketing, to the promotions, to the social media team, to the branding team, to the advertising team, y'all have been doing an outstanding job. I just want to say that to y'all. Karen Irwin, President and Chief Operating Officer of Universal Orlando Resort, we're already planning for the next thing at Epic. According to Irwin, new attractions are slated for each of the parks at Universal Orlando Resort, including Epic Universe. Epic Universe reportedly has expansion plots set aside for each of the themed worlds within, and possibly even for additional worlds or portals. Several projects are expected to begin soon at the existing parks, with Hollywood Rocket closing in the fall for demolition and replacement. Now, reportedly, it's supposed to be a new Fast and Furious roller coaster, because that's what's happening in Hollywood. But I do believe a Rainbow Road roller coaster would be more thematic at Universal Orlando Resort, because then guess what? That will have people going over to Epic Universe, because you want to diversify the experience of how people are able to reach your intellectual properties. So, yes, indeed. All right, y'all, let's get to some Potomac news, shall we? Oh, Lord Jesus, here we go. From BravoTV.com and the Daily Dish, Stacy Rusch reveals unseen reunion aftermath of TJ Jones, very emotional. During part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac season 9 reunion, Thomas Anthony TJ Jones shared a jaw-dropping accusation that newbie Stacy Rusch hired him to be her boyfriend on the show. TJ dropped the bombshell while he was on the phone with Eddie Official, who later relayed the information to Stacy, host Andy Cohen, and the rest of the season 9 cast. Maya's Karen Huger. After the reunion concluded, Stacy addressed the accusations on the March 2nd episode of Watch What Happens Live. She said that she called TJ immediately after the reunion to chat about what he told Eddie. He was very remorseful. He was very emotional. It was a hard call to have, she said, before addressing the accusation that she paid him to be in a relationship with her. Did Stacy Rusch pay TJ Jones to date her? As Stacy said on Watch What Happens Live following the reunion, I did not pay him. I was in a real relationship with him, and he treated me very poorly. And to see him be so disrespectful, and to see him be definitively unchristian and do this to me after the reunion, it was jarring, quite frankly. It was so obvious to me, and I hate to say this, but the ladies were right. He's not the man for me. Stacy, I was looking for love, and he was in love with being in front of the camera. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Why did TJ Jones say Stacy Rusch paid him to be her boyfriend? When asked why she thinks TJ made the claim, Stacy said he was very upset with how he looked on the show. Can you imagine how I felt being on the receiving end? She wondered. So I think the only way he could rectify the situation was to say it wasn't real, that he was, in fact, acting. Where Stacy Rusch and TJ Jones stand today, though the accusation was damning, Stacy isn't thinking too much about her now ex-boyfriend these days. I'm not really worried by that, because I live my truth. I did pay him. Like, I don't have to pay anybody, rather. Like, I wish you could see my DMs. I'm in a great place, she said. Watch What Happens Live. Do you think that I would take that risk of going through a divorce, going public with someone, unless I was confident in that relationship? I would never do that. I take my relationship seriously and my family seriously, and I never would do that. The former QVC host referred to her relationship with TJ as a valuable lesson. I'm a better woman because of this. Heaven forbid if I would have invited him into my life. Can you imagine? God is good, she said. My point is, it was a blessing in disguise, and I'm a better woman for it. My life is full. I am happy, I'm loved, and I'm moving forward. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Is Stacy Rusch dating anyone after RHOP season 9? After the demise of her relationship with TJ, Stacy is taking some time away from the dating, saying, I am not dating. No, she said, Watch What Happens Live. After the reunion, I think I need some time to concentrate with Stacy. Andy asked Stacy, she has her eyes set. has her eyes on anyone in the Bravoverse. Let me get back to you on that at a later time after I've healed. She responded. I will have to say, I think that this was a very good response here. Honest and forthright. It did look like that she was not being forthcoming. And Wendy laid it down, and Eddie laid it down too. So, yes, indeed. Now, TJ has responded as well here. This comes to us from Stylecaster. Right here. It says here, does TJ have receipts that Stacy paid him to be on Potomac? As of this, Ryan, TJ has not produced any receipts for his claim that Stacy paid him to be her boyfriend, rather, on the Real Housewives of Potomac season 9. However, he did allege that he had some earth-shattering news to share an Instagram video the day after. Not old friends, new friends. What up, y'all? I just got back from Phoenix. I was doing a play there about Alzheimer's. I was getting a bunch of text messages because people were saying, TJ, there was an earthquake in North Hollywood. Are you okay? Because I live in Burbank. It was super close to me where I live. He said, speaking of earthquake, it might be time. It might be time to share some earth-shattering news. So here is the audio here.
Old friends, new friends. What up, y'all? I'm just getting back from Phoenix. I was doing a play there about Alzheimer's. And anyway, I was getting a bunch of text messages because people were saying, TJ, there was an earthquake in North Hollywood yesterday. Are you okay? Because I live in Burbank, super close to where I live. Speaking of earthquakes, it might be my turn to share some earth-shattering news.
So, read all that from Bravo.com. And so there you go. Whew, Lord Jesus. Stacy, a lot going on with you, child. Let's roll on to chat Ochocinco here. Right here. So, as you may or may not know, Jimmy Johnson is retiring from Fox Sports and also leaving Fox NFL Sunday. Yes, indeed. Right here. Let's see, I should have it. Yes, right here. Okay. From TalkSport.com, begging for a long time, Shannon Sharp names Jimmy Johnson Fox replacement. But Ocho demands job after going down storm on First Take. So here it is here.
Jimmy Johnson retired from NFL coverage after 31 years. Jimmy said the most fun I've ever had in my career, that's counting Super Bowls and national championships, was at Fox Sports. Jimmy Johnson retired from NFL coverage after 31 years. Jimmy said the most fun I've ever had in my career, that's counting Super Bowls and national championships, was at Fox Sports. But I've made an extremely difficult decision, and I've been thinking about it for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've decided to retire from Fox. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss all the guys. I'll see them occasionally. It's been a great run starting 31 years ago. Who do you see replacing Jimmy on Fox NFL coverage? Probably Gronk. That's probably why they had Gronk sitting up there. So you want that job?
I just raised my hand. Now I want to do as many things as possible, huh? I'm not sure if I could do it too. Be in two places at once. Can you imagine? First Take, Inside NFL, Fox, Nightcap, huh?
But probably you have to understand. Normally networks like that, they're not gonna let you cross do it.
Okay, don't worry about it. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna stay on the side because I enjoy it. Let me tell you something. I enjoy it. I have no problem flying to New York every Sunday night, and joining you and Stephen A on Mondays and Tuesdays. Now, the more comfortable I get in that setting, which I felt okay today, a little shaky. I can be honest with you because we family. I can talk to you like that. It's new for me. It's not inside the NFL. There was a certain level of comfort I had there. It's a different ball. It's a totally different ball game. So I got in rhythm, you know, as we got towards the middle and the back end of the show. But I need to hit the ground running like you and him.
You get there.
Yeah, I need. But y'all two. Soon as we out the gate, y'all hit the ground running. I said, well, goddamn, now I got to catch up. Now I'm gonna get better as time goes on. But man, listen, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. And I thank you again. Huh? You hear me? I've been begging for a long time. I thank you.
You good?
I'm like, little brother, you just, hey, you ain't gonna be able to get rid of me.
We'll be ready.
Yes, sir.
It will take me about 8 weeks off.
Whoa. 8 weeks.
Whoa.
So is it gonna be nightcap just me by myself?
It's gonna be first take you by yourself.
Damn.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
No, I ain't gonna take that kind of time off consecutive with nightcap, but you know, maybe a week, have a guest, you and a guest, then when you take off, I have a guest, something like that. No, I'm not taking off 8 straight weeks.
Well, there it is, y'all. Let's get into it here. Here we go. Jimmy Johnson shot the football world Monday. The 2-time Super Bowl winning head coach of the Dallas Cowboys announced his retirement from Fox Sports after an incredible 31-year run, rather. Speculation has been rife for a while now that the 81-year-old legend will call time on his broadcasting career. On Mondays, the Herb Cowher on Fox Sports 1 and also her on Fox Sports Radio syndicated around the country, I think also on Sirius XM. Johnson made the news official, probably the most fun I've ever had in my career, and that's counting Super Bowls and national championships was at Fox Sports, Johnson said. I've had an absolute ball with my friends on the set and the best friends I've ever had there with Fox. And I tell you, on top of that, you know, I love working for Eric Shanks, our CEO, and our producer, Bill Richards. But I have made the extremely difficult decision I've been thinking about for the last 4 to 5 years, and I've decided to retire from Fox. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss all the guys. I'll see them occasionally, but it has been a great run starting back 31 years ago. Fellow, and let me just say this, to have a career for any length of time is amazing, but 31 years, Jimmy Johnson, well done to you. My coworker Bishop said that apparently Jimmy Johnson might have said something racist or something to that degree. I'm sure that was worked out with Fox Sports, but still, I mean, for him to think about retiring for 4 to 5 years and you're 81, yeah, if I was 81, I would retire as well. But just wanted to give that context there. Fellow NFL term broadcaster Shannon Sharpe reacted to the news on the latest episode of his Nightcap podcast, which he co-hosts with Ochocinco Johnson. Sharpe immediately turned his attention to who could fill Johnson's shoes, probably Ron Gronkowski. Sharpe said that's probably why they had Gronk sitting up there. And then Gronkowski is one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history, having won 4 Super Bowls alongside quarterback Tom Brady. The larger-than-life character contributes both to Fox NFL Sunday and Fox NFL Kickoff on Sundays during the NFL season, but could take a more prominent role with the network in the near future, given the void left by Johnson. However, Ocho has other ideas, interrupting Sharpe to throw his own name in the hat of the vacant Fox job. You want that job? Sharpe asked Ocho as he raised his hand. So just I just raised my hand. I want to do as many things as possible. I'm not sure if I could be in 2 places at once. Can you imagine? First take Inside the NFL, Fox Nightcap. By the way, Inside the NFL airs on the CW. Sharpe proceeded to dash Ocho's ambitions, let him know that rival networks like ESPN and Fox usually don't allow talent to rotate the two. They're not going to let you cross do what he said. Okay, don't worry about Ocho replied, prompting laughter from Sharpe. Monday, Ocho was a special guest on ESPN's flagship sports studio show First Take alongside Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith, and Mark Karam. The former NFL star, who was inside the studio located in Manhattan, New York for Pier 17, got to a hilarious start when discussing top NFL prospect Travis Hunter's comments and went down a storm with fans who called ESPN to sign him up permanently. Ocho reflected on his First Take appearance on Nightcap, thanking Sharpe for helping him put on putting him on the show, for helping put him on the show. There we go. I have no problem flying to New York every Sunday night, enjoying you and Stephen A on Mondays and Tuesdays. He said Ocho admitted he was a little shaky at first, but going to the role as he got into the back end of the show. I'm gonna get better as time goes on, but I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you again. I've been begging for a long time. So here's the thing, right? Because I talked with my coworker Bishop about this today, and I said to him that I think Chad Ochocinco could actually do this, because it's 2025, and if you're not letting new talent in from YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and there's this app called Colorcast where people can commentate on sports, FanDuel and DraftKings and Prize Picks and everything else. If you're not allowing new talent to come in from those places, then at some point in time you're gonna have to be flexible. Now, could Chad Ochocinco, contribute to, NFL Live? Sure. With Ryan Clark, Marcus, with Mr. Swagoo, Marcus Spears, Jason Kelsey, and Scott Van Pelt, sure, he could contribute there. But if there's not a space there, there's a space at Fox. I think at some point in time, you're going to have to be flexible. So, there you go there. All right, y'all. So, speaking of people having something to say, y'all take a look at this from KTLA Channel 5, LA's very own I Look Rough. Universal Studios donkey criticizes character redesigns. As you know, we talked about Shrek 5. Oh my Lord Jesus, assault suspect captured at the high-speed chase pit maneuver in Los Angeles. That is an alert there. So as you know, we talked about Shrek 5 and the style design choice that, Universal is taking. And not everybody is here for it. So here we go. Donkey at Universal Studios Orlando apparently isn't a fan of the redesign. Hang on, let me pause it there. Isn't a fan of the stop. There we go. Isn't a fan of the redesigned characters in Shrek 5. In a TikTok video, the animatronic version of Donkey alongside the theme park actor for Fiona was captured on video poking at the first teaser trailer for the upcoming Shrek movie. Donkey noted that his character looks rough and homeless, that Fiona's husband is embarrassed to show his face because he doesn't want to get questions about the new trailer. That's why you always get final approval for your film and movie rights, the character quips. The teaser trailer for Shrek 5 was released last week and has sparked strong reactions on social media. On Twitter, many fans compared the old character design to the new one, saying DreamWorks Animation, the studio behind the movie, ruined the characters. Some fans are pressuring DreamWorks Animation to restore the characters to their original designs. Okay, we can just take your ass off. No one cares about you. Some fans are pressuring DreamWorks Animation to restore the characters to their original designs, comparing the situation to the social media backlash Paramount faced over its early Sonic the Hedgehog concept designs. The official TikTok account for the Sonic movies alluded to the backlash in a recent video. Still, some social media users defended the redesign, calling it inevitable given the original Shrek film's 2001 release and advancements in animation technology. Shrek 5 will see the return of Mike Myers as Shrek, Cameron Diaz as Fiona, and Eddie Murphy as Donkey. Zendaya joins the star-studded cast as Felicia, Shrek, and Fiona's daughter. No word on Fergus and Funkle. There were triplets in the movie, and so Felicia was one of the triplets. The highly anticipated movie is set to hit theaters at Christmas of 2026, which will be December 23rd. So here we go from KTLA. Now, I thought this was originally from Universal Studios Hollywood because they also have this out there now. They have closed down Shrek 4D, which I'm kind of wondering, like, Universal, how are you feeling that you closed down Shrek 4D and now you have Shrek 5 coming out? Here we go.
Even though your husband refused to come out, I have come out. Even though your husband refused to come out, I asked him dance. He doesn't want to get questions about the new trailer. And how old are your children again? Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, Felicia looked 15. Did you guys watch the new Shrek trailer?
We did it. We
I'm
did
just
it.
saying, look rough. Donkey looks homeless. That's why you always get final approval for all your film and movie rights.
The fact that Donkey has something to say, and the thing he has to say is he does not like how he looks. Woo! That should tell you everything you need to know. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it with a positive news story right here for you all. Saw this story, wanted to bring it to you all. From Essence.com here. Exclusive Woody and Amani from Married at First Sight on 5 years of marriage and raising kids. So congratulations on that. The reality television couple speaks to Essence about their 5-year relationship milestone and life after the show. Right here, not many people would jump at the idea of getting married to a stranger, but the cast of Married at First Sight did. The show, which aired in 2017, has garnered millions of fans and also connect some cast members with their forever partners. Woody Randall and Amani are examples of a successful couple from the Married at First Sight series. The picturesque pair appeared in season 11 and quickly became stars of the show. Many couples don't finish, but the Randalls are still together and in love, and they recently marked their 5th year anniversary. So much has changed since season 11 of Married at First Sight premiered. So much has changed since season 11 of Married at First Sight premiered in July 2020, including how their love evolved. Our first year together, I felt like we were still kind of learning each other outside of cameras, and especially with us being fresh in the COVID year. Amani tells Essence. She also adds that they needed different things 5 years ago, which is expected as people evolve and grow. Now, I would say we've evolved in becoming in being able to communicate our needs a little bit better before there's any turmoil, if that's the best word to use. Although the relationship has evolved and comes with its challenges, the couple both still enjoy being married and tells Essence why matrimony is a commitment that's worthwhile for them. I love the fact that I get to do all things with the person I actually enjoy being with each day, Woody tells Essence. Amani shares the same sentiments, adding me too. I think that was the main reason why I wanted to be married, so that I could always have somebody to do the things that I like to do. And I think also building a family is like a bonus too, because now we get to see our kids enjoy new things as well. Speaking of kids, the Randalls have expanded their family over the past 5 years and are currently raising 2 sons. Rain Randall was born in June of 2022, and Rod Zaire Randall became the baby of the family in November of 2023. Adding children to the mix, especially so close proximity, has created a new dynamic for the couple. However, they've had to problem solve their way through the ebbs and flows. Parenthood hit us fast and then took off running, says Amani. We've gone through the roommate phase where we're just kind of existing and trying to get through the day. And that was hard because now we're in the rebuilding phase to make sure that our spark is still there, which is kind of hard with 2 kids because we want to have date nights and we want to be able to have time to connect. But we have kids that are really in a really demanding age right now, she explained. To keep the spark going, the couple prioritizes dates at home and pays for a village to ensure that they can spend quality time with one another. They also focus on creating time to engage in activities they did prior to becoming parents to keep their connection waxing strong. 5 years is a significant milestone in the world of marriage, and the Randalls are very proud of achieving it. The couple is looking ahead and has high hopes for what they want to achieve by the time they reach a decade of love. Woody hopes to dive deeper into entrepreneurial pursuits as a couple once they reach the 10-year mark. Business-wise, we will have established ourselves a little bit better. That way, we cannot have the stress about certain small things. That way, we cannot have the stress about certain small things, and we have the means to do all the things we want to do. But this next 5 is about building essentially the empire of Randall, Woody tells Essence. Amani hopes to deepen her connection to Woody and build strong connections with other couples over the next half decade. We've been craving, or at least I've been craving, articulating it to Woody that I would want to have that I want to have more married friends, Amani explains. I think building our village with other married people so that we can have a sense of community with people that are living the same lives that we are currently. It is forever impressive and brave that two people believe and love enough. And they also say getting married at first sight gave them an advantage as a couple. Since they got married before, getting to know one another, they had to trust the process, which has helped them build the strong bond they have now. In a relationship, you only date and you can say, yeah, this doesn't work for me, and walk out the door. You have to do a little bit more paperwork now, so it's not a runway at that point. What he says, Amani chimed in, adding that their getting married at first sight helped put the purpose of marriage in perspective. I feel like because we were matched in this pure way, we are now able to see why marriage works for community and our world as a whole. We're made to make things work, and that premise keeps you going throughout all of the challenges that life puts in front of you. That foundation keeps you going for everything else too. Well, congratulations to Woody and Amani Randell for Married at First Sight for 5 years of marriage. I used to watch Married at First Sight all the time, and my Lord. And by the way, shout out to this beautiful couple here, Idris Elba and his beautiful wife there. Okay, that's Idris Elba there. I thought I would show her name there. So yeah, shout out to Sabrina Elba and Idris Elba, a beautiful black couple there. And she has said, ladies, this is our man. So shout out to that couple. But no, sincerely, I think that marriage is not for everybody. You have to be beyond yourself and be able to give to other people. And when you are able to recognize the world is not about you, but it's about the energy you invest into her world and she invests in your world and the world that you bring together and how you move as a couple, and the trials and tribulations don't have to define you, but you can define it. That is awesomeness of marriage. So congratulations on that 5-year accomplishment and the beautiful, healthy family there. Y'all, that's it. That's our show. We did it all in 1 hour, 57 minutes and 11 seconds. Not too bad there. I will go ahead and end it with the Daily Motivator here. Yes, indeed there. All right, y'all, here we go. With the Daily Motivator, if we don't discipline ourselves, the world will do it for us. William Feather. Yes, indeed. Very wise words, Mr. Feather. It's time for the Daily Motivator for Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. Direction of focus. Where is your focus directed? What kind of energy is that focus producing? Your mind has significant influence over every part of your life. Be sure that influence is as beneficial as you make it. If you're intensely and exclusively focused on what's wrong, you're very likely to get more of it. Fortunately, you can change the direction of your focus in an instant. When you find yourself low on positive energy, consider what thoughts have been fueling your awareness. Firmly push your focus in a more purposeful and positive direction, and your energy level will follow along. Effectiveness in everything you do begins with keeping your mind aligned with your best possibilities. From that intentional positive focus will flow positive choices, positive productive actions, and desirable results. No matter what the situation, it's always your decision what to focus upon. Use that power constantly and consistently to bring value into your life and your world. Woo, direction of focus. Man, have I learned that. Good Lord Jesus. You know, when I think about direction of focus, always says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And sometimes you will focus on the wrong things. And so the first thing I'll tell you about direction of focus, that direction is only determined by you. That's the first thing I'll tell you. The second thing I'll tell you about direction of focus is firmly push your focus in a more purposeful and positive direction, and your energy level will follow along. How you think and how you move determines the flow of blessings and curses that happen in your life. And what I've come to recognize is if growth is happening for you, that is growth. Regardless of how big or how small it is, as long as growth is moving, you are in a very good place. And don't allow where you are don't allow where you are are to determine what you need to be thinking. Believe me, as I'm saying all this to you, I'm saying it to myself as well. And finally, with that being said, the third thing I'll tell you, use that power constantly and consistently to bring value into your life and your world. Like anything in life, I was watching some Walt Disney documentaries, and one of the things that is so amazing is the castles that get built in all the Disney theme parks, and the meticulous nature of how precise everything has to be is, from architecture and math and design, interior design. And what I've come to recognize is, with the direction of focus, it takes a team for you to be able to make that castle. So recognize the people in your life that are helping you focus. And if somebody on your team is not helping you with that focus, cut them off. Because life is too short for you to get to all the blessings that God has for you. And with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you were always born a blessing. Trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why? It's one thing to call yourself. It's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully by spending time together, the roster to be great together. And always remember, we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life. Woo! Or you're just allowing yourself to breathe. Because not only do you know you deserve it, but because you know that there is more to come of good than what you've been through. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, not just for listen to it, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value, I embrace you all. Always remember, receive love, God give it, or receive love, God give it, or receive love, God give it. Wherever obstacles you have overcome, wherever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, listen. If Woody and Amani can go on Married at First Sight and still be together after 5 years, don't count yourself out. Just because you weren't the best partner for someone doesn't mean that you're not the best partner. And I don't just mean for marriage, I mean for anything in life. Sometimes we don't need to be married to everything. We only need to be married to the things that bring us to our rise, not to our demise. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings. The only way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as culture. I feel the love. And I send it right back to you. Good night. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, yeah, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
Things have been a little quiet around here. We've missed the fun, we've missed the excitement, we've missed the entertainment, we've missed the nightlife, but most of all, we've missed you. We're getting ready. Caesar's Rewards. We can't wait to welcome you back.
This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power in
enjoy your Zilla. No applause? You're all fired.
Now that you've reached the stage in your life where quality television is important, Nubian TV is a black network that speaks to your lifestyle. Nubian TV is the world's first digital network devoted to the upscale and political lifestyles of black people. Nubian TV's programming includes politics, travel, fashion, food, automotive, arts and culture, civil rights, music, and more. Watch now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, or watch globally at nubiantv.net. Nubian TV, it's what you want to watch.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. The past, male pattern baldness.
Leggies.
Got one right now. The urge to pop that bubble wrap. But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot, Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I haven't known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too. I'll be there.
I am here and so happy. I'm in. I'm in too.
I'm in. That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
magic comes from?
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now, they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been...
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence. Excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
Sorry, folks, there's a breaking development. There's something down on the field.
I see that too. What is that?
Looks like a koala or a dog or a...
They're all out there right now. They're trying to catch it. They're having a real hard time. They've got trash cans.
This guy's got no chance.
I think they got it. Nope.
Now he's gone and driving a cart. Uh-oh, watch out for the goal. Oh. Oh, that thing is indestructible. Sorry.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.